Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Vincent, known as Vintage Vinny on social media. Welcome to my Thriftmas collaboration with Nicole at Nesting Haven, where I share with you all of the vintage Christmas items I've picked up recently, and a few other fun finds I've found few far in between in the last few months. Stay tuned! Okay, you guys, so the very first item I'd like to share with you for this Thriftmas in July happens to be this really awesome coloramic tree stand. If you guys hear a very loud echo, I do apologize. I'm filming this in my basement. This tree stand has been in and out of my room probably 5 times in the last few weeks because I've been filming and needed to refilm and so I apologize for that. So I lived in a suburb of DC, kind of closer to, I guess it was probably about a 45-minute drive from where I live to DC. Anyway, and then we moved out to the country, and I really liked this because it depicts a country Christmas. Now, this isn't for an aluminum Christmas tree. This is probably for a real Christmas tree. I just really liked the art on it, and the person I bought this from actually has a booth in the same place my dad has one. And she was ready to wheel and deal. She had $12 on this. I offered her $8, and she gladly accepted. If you didn't see my townwide yard sale haul, especially if you're new to my channel, I'm going to go ahead and link the card for it right up here. So if you want to check it out after this video, you're more than welcome to do so. I highly encourage it. So let me go over this really quickly. Lots of people sledding, just a snow scene, just a very neat piece. And when I've seen these in other antique stores before, they were not cheap. They were probably upwards of like 30, 35 bucks. So to get this for $8, and if I forgot to mention, it was in the original box. So that was a really, really good pickup, in my opinion, for $8. So I will be holding on to this and possibly using it in the future. So let's go ahead and check out some of the other fun things I found in the last few months, or even last year. Like I always say, sometimes the best time to buy seasonal decor is when it's not in season. And that's the case with these two pieces right here. So one of these pieces came from the Goodwill outlet, and one of them came from an actual Goodwill store. So we'll go ahead and start with this piece right here. So this is a holly leaf Napco ware sled planter in very good condition, no cracks, no chips. The colors are still in great shape. Now, you know at the Goodwill outlet, you don't pay by the piece, you pay by the pound. So this ended up costing me probably, oh gosh, I don't even remember. It was less than $1 a piece. So this was less than $1. And on the bottom here, don't know how well it's gonna make out, but there is a National Potteries Company or Corporation. I think it's National Potteries Corporation. I can't remember exactly. But it has that foil sticker on the bottom. So I picked that one up. Now, if you're new to my channel, I do have an Instagram account, VintageVinny1995. The link for it is down below. I post pictures of items that you will see in my future haul videos. This was one item that I did post. So this was another awesome planter. It's in the shape of a reindeer. It's got holly leaves on it. It is marked Relpo, and it even has the original gold foiled sticker on there that says Relpo, Chicago, Illinois, made in Japan. I had never ever seen one of these before, and what's funny is as I passed by it a few times before I went ahead and picked it up, I said, there's no way that that's vintage. And then when I looked on the bottom and saw Relpo Japan, I got really excited because I'd never seen one of these before. Now, as you can see, I paid 99 cents for that. I wasn't leaving this behind for that much, or for that little. So yeah, that's very cool. Another fun item that I picked up a few months ago was this really awesome plastic battery-operated lantern. There were 2 of these at my Salvation Army. Unfortunately, this piece right here was broken off one of them, so I only took the one that was intact. I think I paid $1.50 for this, and I just thought it would be a neat piece to add into some of my vintage Christmas stuff. Now there is some writing on the bottom here, but I can't make out what it says. It's probably a made in the US piece, as far as I know, but I'm not exactly sure. But I thought it was definitely a neat piece to add into all of my vintage Christmas stuff. Now this item here, this Noma Bubble Lights box, was not something I purchased at a thrift store. I picked this up on eBay for $10. I thought it was really well worth it because you can always display this with any Christmas decor. So I really wanted just a box because, you know, I love the old graphics on here, like, you know, the girl looking at the actual bubble light as it bubbles and just her amazement with it. And there are no bubble lights in here, although I do have some that are made by Paramount, and they're in that space age, like the UFO space age style, which is one of my favorite pieces of mid-century modern, all the atomic starburst stuff. That's just one of my favorite things. So this was something that I thought was really fun, and I will definitely be displaying this with all of my other vintage stuff. So the next smaller item, and then I'm going to get into one of the larger items, and then that'll be it for this Thriftmas in July. It happens to be something that I picked up with a bunch of other things, and that would be this handmade tablecloth. I just thought it was very fun and whimsical. It looks as if it's a snowman made of holly leaves, and he has a candy cane on him. I bought a bunch of stuff from this one person at a flea market for $2, so this was pennies on the dollar. It's not a very big tablecloth, but it's not exactly very small either. I'm not going to undo it because that's just going to be a pain in the butt. But I thought this was very cool and definitely different. Nothing I've ever seen before. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab that last item, and we will go ahead and conclude this video. Alright, this is my last item for the Thriftmas in July video. About 2 years ago, I was at one of the local antique malls here in town, and I spotted this in one of the booths. Now this is a new old stock package of Carrington brand, I was about to say wallpaper, gift wrap. Now as you can tell by these patterns, and I'll go ahead and flip this around so you guys can see it better without the logo on there. This is very groovy wallpaper. See, I just said wallpaper. Groovy wrapping paper. I especially like this one, the blue poinsettia one. All these are very kitschy and just very fun, and I just really like the art on that. Now, this actually cost me $10. However, whenever I go out antiquing, like at antique stores, I always try to find something that's going to help me make most or all of my money back plus a profit. So I found something and I sold it, and this is now officially paid off and has been for the last year. So this basically was something I couldn't live without. I know somebody probably got this at an auction or probably an estate sale for like maybe $1 or $2. I didn't mind paying the $10 because I knew these would probably hold their value if I decided to sell them. But I just really like the colors and the different images on there. So yeah, I thought that was definitely a cool pickup. So that's it for my Thriftmas in July collab. Nicole, thank you again for hosting this, and I was happy to participate this year. If you're new to my channel, be sure to click that subscribe button down below, as well as give me a big thumbs up so that way I know you like this video. The links to all of my social media accounts via Instagram are down below in the description box as well. Instagram is where I'm most currently active, where you will see pictures of items to come in future haul videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye, guys!